When do something about it. Makanlo in a mezu. Nlo in a mezu. Fu nya ba nlo na bia na mezu. So no leba megalewa anya because na mana a grace nwunye yo konvalo e machapo. E mapo e mo ma happy o na echegeri. E kwusi nwuhe nya kwusi. E kwusi nwuhe nya je wo ka maka e ma na enwe benefit of ka ahụ na eje na your family. Ọ na-eje wee do free wee na-agalivant ebe niile wee na-aba wee na-enye mkpọtụ wee na-adọ wee na-anị because na ịma na somebody na cover that gap for you. Never you make soro ha wee mee mockery about testimony in the shoes na. Don't do that. Don't do that. All those testimonies niile do 100% possible. All those testimonies niile na afọ do over 100% possible. You want to go? All these testimonies do 100% possible. Let me explain it again. Some of those things Hana Kolowo Ogo Anulano spiritually which they saw in a trance. For the name Hana in a trance. I use example of that man who go on Eba. Onwerude yes we no let do like this. He visit a village no require back. In on a village, no katakwa the scenario change or in a location na Lagos. No katakwa in that same trance, in where ga na 3 locations. And sometimes he name mepe puanya if only yourself on abuse bo. Eloja bo nlo na abani maka somebody. Shoot to fo only aworo the first person be akwa kana to. Ikpo bo mmada afa osbo no na akwocho nya afo nya abo na phone. Ikpo bo mmada afa osbo no na akwocho nya afa onya abia na phone. Ino katabo for like 2 days bido chebe maka mmadu. Chewe maka mmadu na ewuta na the third day agba no nya ha nwona. Ine regret ke di video we kponya. Fini no omebo. It is the spirit in you that is talking to you. It is the spirit in you. Some of us with that spirit but we are disregarding it. We are not paying attention to it. Onorona worry. You want to go? Gulu to complete your certificate in gullibility of church, you must agree with church testimonies as you agree with the word said in the Bible. Gulu dem madu gune emecha kwa no mepe church. But dem madu gune emecha ta afufo. A lot of the pastor tala afufo in their ministerial journey. Unde tala wantu Isiagu. Go and ask questions. A lot of the pastor tala afufo in their ministerial journey. Ofadu mechapalo nwo in that journey. Unde mwelu odi agwa ha palo before ha Chineke we kpara ha ka use cha ha. They went in that journey. They suffered throughout their ministerial journey. On the Dokal. I can tell you that. I'm not saying all, but I'm saying Ofodo. Because now, if Ofodo may have dialogue in that ministry, is to come and clear a lot of things maybe but on the other side. The other go. I have to go no zero go ndem madoma opota blue Bible. I have to go nye witchcraft man obodo opota blue Bible. I have to go nye ta amosu man opota blue Bible and vice versa. I have to go na pastor o kata pastor poje fewago fo onye fe katara agwo pota biakwa blue Bible. We have seen it. These are people who have tested this power from both sides. What it is confirming to you is not that power the real. Onwe gonde ji anya fu nwo. Emaho e ka no na-ekwu na spirit ade exist. Emano onwe gonde ji anya fu nwo. Emano onwe na nde nwuru na Nnewi agbata obi efe kolokolo na Lagos. Emano onwe. Let me tell you something you don't know about all these Pentecostal churches. Doka Shuzin, Doka Redeem, and some ministries look at Zion and all these things. At some point, the Anglican and the Catholic will that perception that these people wounded the Iwaji from Anglican Church or Catholic Church. What color members have. Along the line, people change away from that narrative. They saw that these people actually wouldn't without this gift, but they knew that they cannot operate or handle this gift better. No in this congregation. They left. They started awakening the spiritual life of people. That is why, after some time, in the Anglican Church, we do form EFAC, form other spiritual part in their church to awaken people spiritually. You got to go? The Catholic, we do activate the other part of their charismatic or people somebody should have charismatic renewal also. Can even the Catholic in some of these their Holy Ghost fathers, can even them within that field. They started activating that part. That is why here you now the first set of people wanna follow ancestral courses. You got to go follow ancestral courses in families wounded Pentecostal churches then. The joke away cashing to them. Pentecostal churches like Deeper Life, yeah, Assemblies of God. You gotta go. Those churches then. God is your way. Although I have seen if name in a family, I have better. Only if you name in a family. Those days, a lot of things in the wounded one than a family. Do you know those days? 1990 something. A lot of families suffer from ancestral causes then. And and yet it happened. A lot of family undergo family liberation, family deliverance, Omenala deliverance from 1990 to 2010. Then was Mbeneme Abiana a family or Wulo to Isiagu Ofune Ishi Onya Hapolo. And do for the women that wounded Jaya from Wombo for the rope one day, Chineke goes away with Ife. It was happening then. Mana, the moment that by the era of family liberation, from early 1990s, from 2000 and the upwards, although I have seen Ife say to a shower, oh, God, Umbeleme, Afi Beto Kahana Cafe, and then Hanya. Why, if you don't care, make for her. Even the doka, iwotaku, even do galanyaho, o galanyaho, ne yegumako ha undamo wo galanya. Ije bo galanya. Emega la o ke bogota ne lu ne. Emwaro ne piano bo galanya. Mana after that family liberation, after those family liberations, they melu from the late 1990s to early 2000, Ife, we be do batala na family ni moto became a normal thing to people. You may ask yourself, why is it that why is it that $1 no $1 per $1? Now then, more youth are not driving, more youth are not building upstairs, and more youth are not you go to television, go for the Ife. Why you no $1 na lizi na ale no mbaba I said na ale no house can do mado does it afford the way. Are you asking yourself this question? Mbaha na la bara is 5 naira. Ofu organu munna na emo bata mbaha na say na haji akalaka the whole umunna or family we go log ego. O nwere mgbe olu ndị mmadụ jụ na ha ejezi ekelu rice. Ọ bụrụ ife mere mbaha. Ụfọdụ ndị ahụ, ụfọdụ ọhụrụ ha ncha niile wunde furu ụzọ gboo si n'ụzọ ọzọ zolo onwe fa. A lot of family liberation that happened in the East from late 1990 to 2000 and then Bagogido up to 2005 coming on with a lot of Ife na Igbo. Tata, Ijiku na enu anisi. Onye ka iju na enu anisi. Family one na Igbo ta kunenu adona jụọ onwe kelu ka agbata obi wodo before 1999 ke ka agbata obi wodo before 1997 ke ka agbata obi wodo tata jụọ onwe kịta ijikwu na-enu eme guy ejozi na-enu eme guy unu enu ndị mmadụ alụghọ mgbe a na-ele akpa simenti 3 naira o nwere ndị rụrụ ya mgbe elere akpa simenti 14,000 my cousin golo akpa simenti 14,500 go 15,000 were ule na January this year. A lot of family bondage and chain was broken. Ụfọdụ ndị agbago m na ife a before ndị ancestors anyị ụfọdụ kere ike, ụfọdụ ji ọgwụ wee ike, ụfọdụ chọrọ ka sị na n'osiri ike aka, ụfọdụ sị ka asụ n'ọnya akọkarịcha nri. Those days ọ bụrụ moto machine wive ha na-eche. So ụfọdụ n'ime ha exchanged a lot of things. That is why it got to a point where some people started changing some names. They started changing some names. You got to go? They started changing some names during those days of family liberation. Because now they have been told the history that brought about that name Hanaza. Yes. Ụfọdụ ndị nna ha nọche confirm one if I gwara was you. You got to go? You got to go? No nwere ndị and the Guru Jerry say opportunity and riches comes with civilization. 70s and 80s opportunity for riches are rare. Rare of what? Okay, Okafor Igbo onye mechi say I buy 14,000 in January. If rare, Okafor, if rare. Among the opportunity Guru na-ekwu ife ahụ. Among the opportunity Guru na-ekwu ife. Ọ bụrụ na motorcycle spare parts ka na azụkịta. O nwere ndị zụrụ ya in the 80s, in the 70s, in the 60s. Ọwụ na obodo oyiwo ka ị na-ekwu. O nwere ndị nọ na 70 years n'obodo oyiwo. O nwere ndị nọ na 80 years. As far back as 70 years ago, nwere ndị bayi amụrụ n'obodo oyiwo citizen. Ife ji ndị mmadụ mgbe a jisiri ndị mmadụ ike. Mgbe ahụ a lot of ndị obodo oyiwo anata. Ụfọdụ n'ime ha natagodu ndị nwere ego ebe ahụ pretend ya ka na ha enwe ego. Do you remember those days ya wee na-abata village? Yari ama na nwere ego na city. Ọ bata oyiri akwa m ntakasị na-akpagharị onye ekwepu moto anata. Do you remember those days? After the family liberation, ikpuchasịa ife ọjọọ niile dị n'ala Igbo today. Minimal ọdịnala. Ala Igbo ghele oghe ife bata. Ụmụazị pụsịba ebunata bụ ife ọma na ala Igbo. Ala Igbo mepesịba aggressively. Eji ozu na elu a n'isi. Eji ozi moto ha n'isi. Mgbe ahụ ọ na-eme ifu ha convoy na-eme ya anya ka ịma nọ Chikasi little na ka ịma nọ Ibeto little na ka ịma nọ Emeka Ọfọ little na. I remember those days. Ichetara mgbe ahụ Rose Ross na n'isi. Ifu Rose Ross etu a onye little na ewu faka ka ọgaranya. Mgbe ahụ ndị duka Orange Drops ha, ndị duka Emeka Ọfọ ha, ABC ọja akwa ha. Ọha ndị na-agba Rose Ross mgbe ahụ. Chris Ụba ndị na-agba Rose Ross mgbe ahụ. Nwanne kịta ifu Rose Ross inwe ike nọkọta fụ onye nwa na-asị ụlọ Emeka Japan. Ọdago aya sị ụlọ Emeka ịma onye dị ife mmụka afọ Okeke na mmụka Okafọ Okeke nke telọ na anụ nke kwara akwa na n'ihu na ụka St. Mary's. Okafọ nke kwa telọ ma ọ wasị n'ọnwa Friday ịma Friday na-ete ngwọ ọnwa Friday na-ete ngwọ na nke eji Friday ọnwụnkwụ wee mara ife awụ nwe nwoke nke ahụ nọ Lagos na-azụ afịa akwa ọnya bụrụ ụzọ ọsa ife family liberation eme na southeastern butatala a lot of people ma na-emecha ha na family liberation na family ha ife bata na family ha mgbe ha yi maka ebe 2005 n'ugbo anyị niile aka mma family ya wee mpụta na family ya today na afụ na elu ana m amụ imife na jụ onwe m so na ife ndị a na-eme ha bịa be mmadụ mbụ ọdụ ha ka ya sị na ịnọ n'elu na-agwa ha okwu ọdụ ka ya sị na ịghọtago today ịbatazie na family ya unu elu go 4 5 nke ka nwa karịa nke dubeghị sef nke dubeghị ka na amụ nke dubegu unu enu nke dubegu kana ọkwọ ndị ọgaranya mgbe a bidokwaziri ịrụgharị ụlọ ha kịta ụmụazị egosigo ha ife a na-alụ n'aka ụfọdụ n'ime ha bido ịrụgharị ụlọ kịta ụfọdụ n'ime ha na-alụ 4-5 different designs na compound ha kịta o ife you cannot overdoubt the power of spirituality. Massive transformation bịa na Igbo today is as a result of spiritual activities and cleansing emeru na Igbo in the early 2000. Mgbe ahụ family ụlọ ahụ eme family liberation taa asị ndị niile nọ na Lagos ndị n'obodo oyibo na-ata na onye dị otu a na onye dị otu a ya bịa ama mgbe emere nke ụmụnna m bụ dominated by Catholic and the Anglicans. So ndị Catholic kpọtara Fada Shidoluo anyị nwa bụ ndị ka m kpọta awụsie ewee bịa ifuru ya. So sometimes ikwukatakwunu maka ndị Pentecostal aja ya ike ọkwụnụ ndị awakening that spiritual and most powerful aspect of the church. ọkwụnụ ndị Pentecostal gosiri ndị mmadụ ife ọwụ ibu agha ekpere ndị Pentecostal churches ya wepụtara that agha ekpere part of the church aggressively. ịghọtago ọha wepụtara ya oge ahụ anyị masị ekpere a na-ekpere ụlọ ụka ka anyị kpee ekpere maka obodo anyị wụ Naijiria, kpee ekpere maka famili gụ ikwu na ibe gụ agbata obi gụ, kpee ekpere maka nke a, kpee ekpere maka nke a. But on the Pentecostal churches here activated that aggrieved prayerful part of the church. Churches niile bidozie kịta ebezie na Anglican church, ebezie na Catholic church, enweziri that aspect of the church ji ekpere were echeki ebe niile. So se jaa ya ike onye ka nji asị gobelu onye ọbụla nwere important role to play. Ịghọtago? They all join to awaken the spiritual aspect of the church. Ndị mmadụ wee mara na agha adụ ewee buwe agha ekpere. Ọha butere ife a na-akpọ agha ekpere wee mara na onwere ụdị ekwensu ya adasị free na onwere ụfọdụ ekwensu ya adụ ka ụdị ya adụ na ụdị ya adụ na-awụ n'elu na-awụtu na-akụ akụ na-akpa agbọ o wee gbafere. Ịghọtago? So n'ọnya Guru says it is power of knowledge. Are you not knowledgeable enough to control the riches? Ewo ABC Ojako. Are you not knowledgeable enough? Enwehom knowledge. You are not even talking about grace, but you are talking about knowledge. Don't I have knowledge? I'm asking you, Guru. Sakwanya na nidere nke sanya. So ịchọ nọrọ ka ha mee ka ichi gakwa na agbu ebighị agbanyekwa ịrụ na ife niile ahụ ekpochasịrị n'ala Igbo na early 1990 and the 2000. Ife niile ahụ ndị nna anyị ha mekọtara, ndị nna anyị ha fụrụ a na-eme, ndị nna anyị ha wee were aka ha wee decide no, we don't want all this again, we want to be free. Ha wee bugasịa ya generation kịta ebushigata akwa n'ụfọdụ n'ibe ha azụ. It will be topic for another day. Generation keta ebushigata akwa n'ife niile ahụ ebusisiri n'ala Igbo. And imekwa anya keta efulefu akakwa na nkụ n'ala Igbo. Ndị aṅụrụ m akago nkụ. Ndị ife ọṅụṅụ na-achọ ịgba ala n'ala Igbo kịta akago nkụ. Enwekwa na increased number of idle youth na southeast n'ala Igbo kịta. Anamatuase. History is about to repeat itself again n'ala Igbo. Ese na Nnatuase, Adamatuase ịma. Enwekwa na another set of idle youth ndị omewere na chikwe n'ala Igbo taa. Because na ife ndị nna ụnụ jụrụ ajụ, ife ndị nna ụnụ ha rejectere, iwe wụrụ obu nna ya ụzọ wee mụta diọkpala. My father is heading to 70 years. He has seen 70 years backward of this life. I am heading to 40. o go to 20 something years o go 20 something years na-achụ 30 wee wumo onye hi n'ụwa. So ife ọ fụrụ na 20 something years ahụ ka m na-abịa bịa kụziri na m ka wee marụ. Achọrọ m ka m bịa gwe na m ka wee marụ onye nsi n'otu wee pụta ụwa. Ụfọdụ n'ime ụnụ nna ya ụka dị 89 years ijekwa na buchigata ọkwa alụsị nna ya ubupụgoro. And ị na-ebuchigata ya because this is the ways of your father. Onye ewu nna ya, the ways of your fathers. Onye ewu nna ya, your father ongo ya agwa his ways ka onye nwa ya agwa his way. Ongo ya agwa nwa your way ka nwa ya aka mara your way. Obu nna ya ụzọ pụta dị ọkpara. Alụsị niile ogwu na o nwere ya niile busisiri n'ala Igbo. Ịmakwa ụdị alụsị akwapụrụ n'ala Igbo from 1990 to early 2000. Ụfọdụ ebe alụsị adụ na families alụcha na duplex. Alụcha na duplex. Ụfọdụ ebe alụsị niile adụ n'ala Igbo mgbe ahụ. Alụcha na duplex. Ijo ewetago ife niile ahụ alụsị niile ahụ ndị nna nna anyị ha emekwa mgbe ebe 2000 and ebe early 1990 ahụ ebe 2000 and anyị ka nwere a lot of our grandparents were still alive then. A lot of our grandparents, in fact ụfọdụ n'ime anyị nne nna anyị ha bidoro all from 2000 and something. Ụfọdụ n'ime ha bịa nwụsịbazie mgbe a eji ha gbagotana wee bịa nwụsịbazie wee ruo taa. Mgbe ahụ mgbe ịdaghị ejebe ndị nna ochie na-ejebe ndị nna ochie. In fact mgbe ahụ ụfọdụ n'ime anyị bichara be ndị nna ochie, ụfọdụ n'ime anyị grow up be ndị nna ochie. Ha ncha niile nọ ndụ wee endorse sipụsịsị arụsị niile ahụ. Nsị kọdụ ka ya mụrụ na 1995. Ukukere kwudo ka ya mụrụ na 1985. Ọkụkọ dụ ka ya amụrụ na 1991. wee bilite taa wee chi ibu nna ya ụzọ wee mụta diọkpala. Nna ya ka n'ọgwọ ndụ ije na bupụta arụsị ọjụrụ ajụ. But you are going to the ways of your father. Onye my father is onye dị otu. Who is your father? Who is your father? Ụbọchị ka nna ugwu Baịbụl na-eje ụka iwere ọjị na mmanya ji tụrụ arụsị. Onye ewu nna gị ahụ ị na-achọ ibu ụdị ndụ ya. Agụ nkwọ na-eri ana m agba gị ebe ibelu. So nyafụwa ahụ bicycle city head nyafụwa ahụ ana m agwa gị eziokwu. Ọ na-eyi egwu. Ụfọdụ n'ime unu ndị nna ụnụ abụcha n'ụlọ ọnụ. Ụfọdụ n'ime unu bụ abụmọnụ akpagharị mana ọ na-agbaghọ. Because mgbe nwata bidoro ịkpawa agwa na ụdị nna ya akpagha agwa, ọ bụrụ na a prodigal son. Ịghọtago mbọsị nwata bidoro kpawa agwa ife afụhọ somebody tụọrọ m inu a ife afụhọ n'ikpu nne onye afọ ya na nke nwe ofu onye delu m inu ọfụma ebe a. Ofu onye delu m inu ọfụma ife afụhọ na something nke nne ka ọgụnụ afọ ya na nke nwe. Achọrọ ka somebody delu m inu ọfụma ebe a. Nna ya ụnọ ndụ ese na ị chọrọ ichi ya in the ways of ị aka gwa nna ya ụzọ nna ya. I'm asking you, ị aka kụziri nna ya maka nna ya i disregard goduru nke mụrụ gị amụ n'afọ. Usoro ya ịchọghị iso mana ị na-achọ nke nna ya. Etu akwa ka nwa gị ibuwekwa nonsense niile ahụ ị na-ebubu ebuchakwa nwa otolitekwa disregard kwa ụzọ gị ahụ sokwa nke nna ya. In case if you don't know, that is how come it keeps revolving. Ebe nna ya nọ ndụ kwa ihe ọrịa ugwu ụzọ ọjụgolo ajụ wee mụọ itonite gba nna gị na ome mistake nke iji wee wuru onye ka ewu godo ka ewu. Justice for your ancestor ọ nna gị nke gị nọ ndụ idisobe ego nọ nna nya nwa nwụziri anwụ nna nya nwụzila anwụ ka ị chọrọ ije respect na ị chọrọ ije mebe ife nna ya ịma ha ọgbọwụ nna ụfọdụ n'ime unu emu sense nwa maala nna ya amalụgo ndị Ishi. You can use this one ezugbo Gladys Sonia daalụ mana ụfọdụ n'ime ha achọghị ịma nna ha mana ha chọrọ ịma ndị Ichie. Ụfọdụ n'ime ha nna ya ụka nọ ndụ. Your 90 years old father na-eje ụka. Your 100 years old father na-eje ụka. Nna ya nwụrụ at the age of 100 years wunde St. Philip Okofia bịanie. Nna ya nwụrụ more than how many years ago wunde St. Philip Okofia bịanie. Nna ya nwụrụ ebe 1990 something wunde St. Philip Okofia bịanie. Ije n'ili ya te edelu in the exit to glory so and so thing. May his gentle soul rest in peace. Meanwhile Ili ahụ win 1995 ofekedo kago amụrụ na 1991 na-ene nna gị anya je na-eso ụzọ ọzọ ịhapụ agbụrụ nna gị je sowa agbụrụ ọzọ a na-ekwu okwu ịpụta ị na-ekwu. Gladys Sonia, thank you very much. Nwa maalụ nna ya amalago ndị Ishi. Ndị mgbe gboo kwuru okwu a ọ na ha ma ife nna ya replace go everything. Nna ya ahụ chọọ o change dịka aha ị na-aza to Michael. Is that Michael? Nna ya became outside Chineke abinelu. He became the next God over your life. Are you not aware? Ịghọtago? Ọzawa Okonkwo, Ịzawa Okonkwo. Osawa Okonkwo, Esawa Okonkwo, the power and the mantle they are now. That compound ancestors happen here. On Yanwa, Kodolo, hand over to you. So now, Emalo Bundishi, because of the continuous. Follow the ways of your father. As a respect your father and your mother so that your days will be longer. As your grandfather. In as much as my father and mother cover, but I'm afraid you will use that direct father. It happens on my own those lessons. It just was also. But I beg one dish, ben now, dish ben now, dish ben now, dish ben now. Madonian came, he make us see it. And I make a now get that. Ozesho onye nyoro wo hapụ onye mụrụ. It is so much interested n'ije chukwu onye nyoro wo not onye mụrụ. It is so much interested and eager to follow the ways of onye nyoro wo and not onye mụrụ ga amụ n'afọ. Eche no say no believe in reality. Do in your mother one emu madamu kenu nke ka wo reality waja gwara ahe no nna go keru onye keru no nne na nna go guru usu enwe hono le wata go usu enwe hono hapo logic ye na ato logic ya cannot play here. What I go? It's a man-made deceit. It's a man-made deceit. Guru. It's a man-made deceit. That already happened also now. So now I want to end this broadcast now. But finally, what I want to tell you is that do not follow them to mock the testimony of choosing. All those testimonies are choosing the 100% possible. What I go? All those testimonies are choosing the 100%. I'm not even saying it to patronize anybody. You what I go? But I'm saying it for the sake of what I believe in. You what I go? I'm saying it for the sake of what I believe in. that testimony, I have seen things, I have experienced things to tell you that that testimony do real. You know what I go? Reason being that a lot of things happen spiritually more than physical. Isho kwerie, isho ekwena. Nwata malụ nna ya ife atọ ugwara m atọ wuo. Nwata malụ nna ya agwarago ndị Ishi. Ha nwaju na ha ya ama nna ha, mana ha chọrọ ịma ndị Ishi. Chineke meelu na mmadụ ebele. Chineke meelu mmadụ ebele. Bikonu, this page Ebudon, we have taken it to 290 followers. Let us take this page to a number of followers. Yes, we are trying. At least we have I go close to 100 followers, close to 100 followers to this page within this short time. Actually, before Tata na gacha ka Ebudon TV ado above 500. Actually, by the time Tata na gacha ka this Ebudon TV do above 500 followers. These are people who will help us to awaken our people. Monday hamanke welike guru ezigbo ha ye resist nke. Egodago nke mu nwere ike na-akụ ha na ntị mananya, mana nke Ebudon TV na-apịa n'anya, ọ na-apịa n'anya, na-apịa n'etiti isi. Onu je no na-anwụsta ụmụ nwe ka doka ihe dị ha. Maazị dibia ndị ya de wepụta ahụ ndị kara aka, ndị odogwu kara aka. Ebudon rijuru afọ, agụ ha agụyo, o rijuru afọ, onye ahụ odogwu gbasiri ike. Ịghọtago? Ebudon gbasiri ike, ọ kara aka. So ife ọ na-agwa gị, mara na ife ọ na-agwa gị reality. Ọ ha agwa gị ka o wee feed na Facebook. Ịghọtago? Ịchọkwa ka ịgwa gị onye ọwa, ya agwa gị onye ọwụ, if ọ dị capable of doing. Ịghọtago? But that message, for the sake of that message, that kingdom, yeah, they raise strong men who are strong, men who have foundation, men who will ngabase, upon the kukunebu. Ka message ya wole we power. Go and follow Ebudon TV. That message when I got to the permanent site. Yeah. So when I said I will raise 10 Ezugo, 1 out of 9, we are still looking for the 9. I pick chapter 9. I hope that go follow Ebudon TV. Wanyenu page ya, wanyenu page ya, wanyenu that page. That page need the one. That page need the one. You want to go zero way out to mount the hammer from different angles. Nda need the kakubata bro hakubata. They are gradually coming to the point where they will start playing with God. They are gradually coming to the part where how you begin that assume the same position with God. They even start dragging position with God. Yeah? Ụfọdụ n'ime ha edewe na ahụ na ha ka nna ife mmalụ. Well, onye dewere ha na ọka nna ife mmalụ, kedu onye ọzọ o nwere ike disrespect in this life? Nna gị ụnọ ndụ debe Bible n'isi bed ya. Ijebula arụsị bubata. Yeah? Ibe Valentine epinuru mu afa page here. Ebudon TV. Yeah. He develop igbago nna ubu na-eme ọbata o debe Bible n'isi bed na ula. Nna ya nọrụ gị jebubata 1 arụsị, jebubata 2 arụsị, bubata 3 arụsị, bubata arụsị nke nọ. Ibugido na arụsị bubata arụsị 10. Ọwụtanụ na nna ya na-alụ dibia. Wụrụ na nna ya na-eme omenala wee mụọ. Asị m okay. Like father like son. Nke ahụ na nna amụtalụ nna ya na-anọ kịta na-ezighi ozi ọma. Ha nwawo ndị nọrọ ndụ 100 years ago, 100 and something years ago na-anọ na-ezighi ozi ọma. Na-ezighi ozi ọma. Iwolu ogwu na ogere ga fọchisicha onwe gị ntị nwa isi ike ejo na ya anụ ife. That is why you are not doing well like your father. That is why you are not doing well like your fathers. Because you don't want to heed to their advice. A lot of families in Nona and Igbo within the early 2000 and something denounced anything. I was saying, "Pussy child seen the no mona if you better." Oskike no no ya batata ya fu na enu n'ime youth na agbalịsị and ndị mmadụ bido posesara ife bata na family. Yeah, ụfọdụ ndị mmadụ anyị echetazidore location ebe alụsị dube ha tata because alụchisicha anaghị ụlọ lụchisicha ya ụlọ ụfọdụ alụọ narị geti duka ụlọ lụchie ebe niile ngo maka na-echi njepụta alụsị kama ihe ejechi ife na-emeghị kama ihe eje kpaa ọbara ntana chọọ ife na-emeghị ịchọọ ka ichiga back na ife nna jụrụ ajụ. So I pity generation of ụmụ anyị. They will repeat what our fathers did years back. ụmụ anyị ye repeating the same exercise our fathers because already enwekwana a lot of charlatans scattered in the street of Igbo. Ndị filuru no ije ebe a na-egbu anụ egbu anụ ha ata anụ nasasa ụtụtụ echi ha kpagharị akwa chọwa okwu anụ si ebe a egbu esi ji gbuo ọkụkọ taa anụ. That is what they want. That is the kind of life you wish for yourself. That is the kind of life you wish for yourself. You don't want to respect your father who is alive. You don't want to follow the way of your father or your mother. But you want to be doing what onye nyoro wo we ma honyo. The ma honyo ye no hondo no na afa ka agbaru ye na afa ikweta. Agbaru ye na afa which is a spiritual means. Ikweta no onye anyoro wo. Every day jene chukwe sini na egburi anu sini na emerie nka sini na emerie nka. But to people musiri ga amu you don't want to follow their way ko we doro wona mma. You don't want to follow their way ko we doro wona mma. Ese no ho nya go ka agbal bunatawa na alụsị na ọgwụ niile oru na bunata na Igbo nke je Lagos zugide afia ego ji azụ afia kpọcha na ahịa ọbanata n'ụlọ je gbuchasị ofu ebe bụla alụsị bute ife ya ọba dada ife ya ọba nke ife ya ọdụka onye ala ọsa mebe ha dụka onye ala ha mebe ha dụka onye ala. Thank God na akwa gaiman mezeri kuziere ụnụ na nwa dibia na anya gold ụnụ wee mụta ụnụ na nwa dibia na agbaji gad ụnụ na nwa dibia na agba Lexus dị ọnụ sikwa n'ife ọwụba n'ife ọzọ. Because oge mgbe anyị mana onye na-efe arụsị na-adụka arụsị ọ na-efe ife ji wee mara ha before onye na-efe arụsị na-adụka arụsị ahụ ọ na-efe kpatara ụfọdụ n'ime ha ji wee mechaa si na awọrọ ịdụka efe dị ma kpọwa suit. Ụfọdụ n'ime ha mechara ejechuru suit iri bata na pulpit still dragging people to the same way. You know that go? Still dragging people to the same way. And this brings to my efa anyway can happen ikwu maka onye eze because I want to come on another live broadcast where bịa kwuo maka onye eze. I will go a lot of people. If you follow na mekwe ha ati ọnụ na don't push me into eti ọnụ na ma na mo kpacha anya meshi ọnụ. Ịghọtana? The issue of onye eze Jesus we ife mmunwa wezugo kpacha anya meshi ọnụ. I intentionally kept silent. But I will come on live and say the reason you will keep silent sometime today again. You know that go? Sometimes wisdom is profitable to direct. I'm telling you, wisdom is profitable to direct. Our ancestors didn't do alose. Alose was brought to Igbo Land by Christianity doctrine, like Catholic Virgin, Mary statue, Stations of the Cross statues. Afubu. Hey, God. Hey, Ndi Igbo, it is so much obsessed with that name, Christianity. It is so much obsessed with that name, church. You are so much obsessed with that name, church. Afubu. Oh, non the Christians butela ya alose na Igbo. Ona anuko nta. Jakwa no palakwa nka atuleo. Kulu siri no ndị Christians bute ya alụsị na Igbo. The worst thing you can do to yourself in this life is to continue to live in self-denial. Living in self-denial will leave you beating around the bush for so many years you won't even know what is happening to you. That is the highest level of blindness. Living in self-denial. Denying everything wrong that you have done and blaming it on another person. How else are you going to make a change? Tell me. How else are you going to make a change when you keep denying every wrong things you have done? Ndọcha bịakụziri gị ifele alụsị. Ụna ahụ efebu alụsị na Igbo. Ndọcha awụ ha butere ụna alụsị. Unu wee bido ife alụsị. Ndọcha ha awụ ha bịa impose unu. Thank God na traditional nwoke dị apụtana tiwa akụ iwu nsugbe. Wee gbado unu what ife intel about this slave trade self and traditional nwoke. A lot of people were laughing at that video share, but I hope you paid attention in every single thing okuru. Ushedoni fokuru. Ushedoni fokuru. Inurepo gwalago na abia dolo fodo ni munu no. Abia dolo fodo ni owejo o se mmadu one ko ugbo mmiri na ebu. Ndị ọcha one nọ n'ụgbọ mmiri a. O ifo jụrụ ga ajụjụ. Mmadu one ko ugbo mmiri na ebu. O wee sego ndị ọcha one nọ n'obodo hu ha ji wee overpower ndị obodo unu niile wee dọrọ unu n'ohu wee pụọ. It's a simple question. It's a brilliant question that shows you that none Ndi Igbo lele onwe fa. Yet you want to be blaming ndọcha everything ndọcha. This ndọcha mentality ị na-asa Igbo na-eri atụrụ ihe eri anụ nkọta mana iji eze ekele ya ụmụazị. That is the highest level of cowardice. Living in self-denial will leave you stagnant more than you can ever imagine. All the words than all only work against you. Living in self-denial. If I want email apagakanono, it's no okay marriage we. If I want email apagakanono, it's a blame game. You can never take responsibility of anything email in this life. You keep denying it and pushing it to ndọcha. Ndọcha remodel the every single thing about the life you live today is because of those people in Abo. Every good thing about you today, apart from Umi and Ekweko, every good thing about you, the very reason why you are struggling today, the very reason why you are happy today, everything you are praying to the God you are worshiping today to give you, apart from Umi and Ekweko, to dependent on these people. They are the people who made your life meaningful. If not because of God, not anywhere. Which other God are you looking at? Are you looking for? Traditional worker, they are just some Ndi Igbo. Go and listen to video traditional worker there from beginning to end. It's more like he was possessed and he was pouring it out. Everything okulu was yoku. Traditional worker the way na majority of ndọcha na bịara Africa here. Nkwa na Africa here. Ụfọdụ n'ime ha mechalụ mbirizie here. They lived with us here and they died with us here. So kenu ndọcha na-akpọ generation of ndọcha ha na-akpọ anwụsịana. Ngụnwa na onwe this is another generation. Ozi ụmụ ndọcha ahụ nọkịta. Ụmụ ndị nna nna ya ahụ nọkịta. O wee jụọ Mathias si ya kedu ife ngụnwa ahụ Mathias mmepụta goro. Blame game, lazy in the mind, empty in the mind. How many years later it can akpọ ndị owo their descendant can undo today. Ndị ya na-akpọ generation of ndị owo ha na ha mekọrọ. How many centuries later you are still calling on them? Why not their kids, their descendants, their using them knock it out for you and them to compete in idea? How many years later their upstrings are still sustaining you? Will it be right if I use you now to qualify those your ancestors? Will it be right? If you want to go back to their root, doesn't it mean that you are thinking like them? Doesn't it mean that the same ways you are thinking was the same way how was you are thinking before they saw Messiah? before they saw Ndosha, who became Messiah to them, and they embraced that Messiah. And all here now call for Simon. Every day na call nyampo. Every day na call nyampo. Your fellow Umukurobia are embracing industrial revolution. They are embracing science and technology. You are here. Now go to they with this goodwill message. Who have with science and technology? Who have lead the industrial revolution all over the world? There is none of their message to Africa we will take and leave the other, including missionary, including Christianity. We will not take their aeroplane. We will not take their business idea. We will not embrace their industrial revolution and leave out Christianity. If you want to go back to your ancestors, leave everything about Nda and go back to the ways of your fathers. You will know why most of them will wish na this time. If you reason they wish they made it to this generation. They wish. They wish. You know, they wish. You will see why most of them wish that they made it. You are listening to Mazidibia and they heard those guys who want to lead you back to the ancient days. But every day, I need money to buy Star Time. I need money to buy a projector. I need to make my podcast room. I need to filter my sound. Yeah? I need to filter my sound. With the foreign technology of Ndahona castigate every day. Every day the message must be Ndocha, the British, the white men, they turned your brain. They turned your brain. But every single thing about the so-called life you are living today is all about them. Offer you use English. English. You are still going to naked yourself. You are still going to naked yourself. Because say, you are just lying to yourself. You are lying to yourself. Because you can't come to Lagos and talk to Onye Yoruba speaking Igbo. If you have a dream to go to America or China tomorrow, you can't go there and talk to Onye China using Igbo. It's not possible. You people should grow up to the settings of the village. It is a global village. The world has grown into a global village. It has nothing to do with your identity now. Your identity doesn't matter. It cannot take you beyond the Navy or beyond Anambra or beyond Southeast. The high time you people get to this point of maturity, the better for you. That nonsense, it cannot take you beyond that on this job. Yeah? A typical onye Ebonyi state, onye za, so as to say here, go na onye name, on a communicate. Onye za, onye Nsuka, but I here decide there as onye Anambra, cause swallow him Nsuka. Ya mi for nebu. Ya mi for nebu. Ya mi for nebu. Yeah? Ndị Owerri decide there ko unleash his Oweleyi nation in you. Ya no if on nebu. So that your asusu and your identity end in your Owerri. It end in my Nnewi. Beyond the Nnewi, what will take you far is English language. There's nothing you can do about it. Even the China. China go na then accuse English in China. Ono potune wuri femwe isine to ono and the China na so ha. If that ebo China na chop English. The rest of the world is trying to meet up with the demand of this globalization agenda now. Ono can no actually back to a chaotic behavior. Ebono no me. Among none of ifela hebedo for the moon. On put on a kueri. Jane China, why China what gumu nam the English very well. That I should come to China. Why China money na Zofia? Anya, I want that I should come to China. Na ya da kumezbu wo na akuzi English eba. Juzie a lot of nde buy ni na akuzi English na China. Joy go na akwa. The no eba na kueri. even in the China shop, they are that the English, knowing fully well that the China they have begun to move out. Even in Nigeria, when the China, even in Zambia, even in the China, even in other places. How else are they going to socialize with people if they don't learn that lingua franca, which is English? You still want to be locked up in that box. That was how you heard Juena advising the buy about subsistence farming that can no more even sustain even a family of one. I ask myself, which generation can these people belong to? He heard is still telling our people about those age of trade by barter. Ishi by LPC keta. Kerifi yenyale no nyema. Owe happen about LPC if not money. I'm asking you. Let us say that we have gone back to that days of trade by barter. Ishi bia golum week. Kerifi yenyem. Ewenye week. Ichi je golum mataya tipa ogongolo. Kerife iyenye Matthias onye otipa ogombolo iji je gola na akubeze housing estate kedivi yenye Matthias onye ga na akubeze housing estate here the right of Africa okpo unizik ya he no ko school ahe no kedivi yenye the university ya hewe hapu na agwa akwụkwọ. They still live in the analog age while we are trying to update in this digital age and digital era. They keep talking about their originality as Igbo. Where will it take you? Tell me where it will take you. Beside that culture of if I want to say wine, if I want to say Ishi, if I want to say Ishi, all those things like they use when they sheta that this is who we are. Every other things you are talking about, language, right now you can't even cultivate or plant what will sustain you. You can't do that. You can't. Everybody now is if you are planting, if you are producing, if you are doing this, you are doing it now for even commercial purpose. Nobody nobody anymore is planting to feed his or her family. Apart from other people who will other business, but they are just planting as a hobby. Now, when you talk about business in Nigeria, Ndi Igbo jenaka, ebiana civil service, Ndi Yoruba na eba, ebiana agriculture, ndasa na eba, you cannot change it except you will turn the whole of Enugu state and Anambra state into farming, into a farming land, which cannot happen. We are still talking about that village settings where somebody will carry cassava and come to cassava and come to market to work cassava. That guy is so backward. That guy we had is so backward. Need to come out to Jekuzi. One taken to do can come out suppose radianis. That guy will very empty. Very empty. I wanna go na the knee. I'm sorry to say that. I wanna go na the knee. Hame kuma kanke uma sidibi gbani na nsoro so kwanya je bula akwụkwọ niile to no one na Allah na Google every day. Reality will always teach you if you na here na go nonsense. Yeah, look at somebody in today and say no ya susi if e just say na so ụmụ gị Igbo ụmụ we nwalo na ebe a we be has ụmụ we nwalo na identity ha we back has ko ya wo go na ha ya abatakwa. They can be able to communicate with their people. But you cannot tell your child to stop speaking English in today's age. How else is he or she? The whole life, or you being what? Is it all about being on your new? Yeah? Is it all about being on your new? I'm asking you. It's not. So we have come to the settings where it is not all about your village. You surviving in your village. It is now a global village where Anambra will have to depend on Ebonyi state, where Enugu state will have to depend on Anambra, where we have to assist each other. And no single country today, even America, can live in isolation of others. It's not possible. Even America. That is why you're going on Russia. Ogunde Russia and Ukraine were affected by one either. Even America, even UK. Yes. That's why your guana no that's why if you in America or affect you benide. How else ka COVID be na China? Yeah? See where be na Nigeria. If not that people are moving around the globe. Some people are one that is ofodum de buy are citizens of America. 8 ways we move for na Lagos. On when that na America, on when that na UK, on when the China mo eba. 8 can people see na. The world has become a global village. It is not all about ndo kana uzo. If you are not all uzo how to export to the Yoruba to eat, uzo ahe na po na really. You are only owing it for fun or for your identity. Inos na ha so moto nde we use. Inos na alo ma moto nde governor of Adamawa, governor of Plateau, Gambia, Congo, Yabiagulu. No single individual now is producing for his family alone. You are producing to sell to others. So how can in this age somebody like here at Deno School, that about those old system of farming trying to take you to those dark old days? Those dark old days. Okay, when other people are putting CCTV cameras and controlling security from the control room. Yeah? Is that the old age they want to take us to? Look, development civilization, when other part of it, you can use because now people are now making money in business, they are desiring to make more money, thereby or now prompt to some people to go into crime. You want to use because of it. We take care of our people to the era of onye koji, oje bi mmadụ ede, or say on ampa, no way fedo go coach shop, no way fedo ka anyuku. That guy, need the age day, a KU to, dewe na ama, wulu plank, pure cha yu bazo, na koma hife. Mana na-ekwu ndị mmadụ eche na asị. Na-ekwu ndị mmadụ eche na asị wu ife nna atụ. Na-ekwu ndị mmadụ eche na asị wu ife nna atụ. But ị nọrọ ebe a mmadụ asị ụlọ ọshọ laptop onye nọ Mozambique anọ Mozambique sendịarị ego, onye na America sendịarị ego, onye na ebe sendịarị ego. Look at Omenala hospital ha ndị niile sendigolo ego. Mmadụ onye si from Enugu State be Matayas ya, mmadụ onye si from ụmụnna Matayas. Everything we do in this life has shown that we live in a global village. Globalization, they are gradually trying to become one now. In fact, even when we look at our world economy, there is nothing like Nigeria economy. In case if you don't know, there is nothing like American economy. The world is coming to the level where there will be world economy. Because if it is Nigeria economy, why will American dollar be affecting our economy? Why will the Ogunde Ukraine and the Russia why will it be affecting our economy? And into I will say affect the no UK, we say affect the America, now affect the so it is now world economy. It is so it can you a man who an analog somebody. It will be so fake of me to think that I can only survive within the bed. That is my family. That is where I come from. I should always acknowledge the fact that this is where I come from. But thinking that my whole life will revolve around that place will be the greatest mistake of all time. Because your life depends on so many other people in different places, far, even where you have never been, to achieve that dream for yourself. If you are not getting that, I don't know what you are getting. You keep talking about your fathers, the ways of your fathers, the way of Ife Louis Ojuku happen, Pusia, wage water development. If you know the Beha so window chapo, wage Bunatife. How many years later you are still talking about the same thing? Who told you that not the way of your fathers, Mary Louis Ojuku? Mpikemba, Juwe make your exploit in no making. Who told you? Does it have anything to do? If not for anything, it was the missionaries who came there. Or how the potential make it reach when those people came back with another power. Those people came back with another power. You keep talking about your people. Forget, Yana. Umazia ya mulu na America pekata mpe. How can you go population of 5 million? How are you going to reconcile all these things? The world is in a global village now. Wherever you are, it's okay. Make impact from there. What we are moving now is simple quarter ideas. Ke we need develop by and I choke a pokolunde by pochiga. Okay, go on mazibia mother susinal wo. Nwanne umu ka amukwana na UK. Itufuge. Nwanne umu ka amuru na Spain. Emoko Ndi Igbo new citizens of Holland, Spain, America. Posi umu oboda. Okay, this is okay. Yeah? Yeah? I'm asking you. Umunna yone na America ta ha nwono umu ha anugo nwanyi mu umu there. How are you going to reconcile all these things in today? I don't know. How are you going to do that? They should all come back to your village. They should all come back to Nigeria and leave Lagos and come back to New. In the ways of your father. Some of you do so ignorant and daft than I can ever imagine. Okay, all have to go those days on a jar. So the etymology of the catamology of the immunology. All have to go about Ndi Igbo. Those days I was shouting, I was shouting then. Go to my videos and say, you want to tell me that you want to go back to your root, but you are still using English language. You think that English language is the only way you can show how intelligent you are. A lot ago. Go? That is to show you how daft you are. Isiagu kita say the mother does not even English. No. Facebook on asu Igbo. Facebook on a new update in Igbo. I am asking you. That start time Ibunatalo. That laptop a program Igbo. A program Igbo. You think you can use Igbo language, you can use your mentality to change the whole world, to change the narrative. When the whole other words are coming out, exploiting, you are going back to your primitive times, to your analog time. That is where you want to draw our people back. That is why in the Bible she went back to the era of joblessness. To the era of joblessness. That is where they are going back now. Those era of Angoloma, overcome. Yeah? That era of you have reduced them back to Iri Ji. Yeah? You want to now focus on only your onubu soup. Only on your okra soup. When you go for a business trip in China, you should carry your okra soup and your onubu soup. When you come to Yoruba land, you should carry your okra soup and your onubu soup. Every week and a business, very daft people. People adopt where they find themselves. That is the settings and the demand. Some of our children outside cannot even come back. In case if you don't know, they cannot even come back here again. And that becomes life. If you think there's something you can do about it, or are you going to say our people should stop traveling outside? There will come a time where you will remember today. Remember today. Yes, the world is a global village now. Yes, but what it takes for you to live in the world and on there today. That is only your identity. Yeah? It cannot drive anything more than Niwonyeba. So I don't know why you should devote your time trying to take our people back to Eba, trying to take your people back to the ways of your fathers, the ways your fathers rejected. They will even reject it again if they come back to life today. They will still reject it. Some of them rejected it before they joined their ancestors. They rejected it before your very own eyes. Your father Amuna Foketa still rejected it. Nyake na apụta every day abịa preaching ndị be anyị ịgbala okpefere na akwụgharị n'ala ịgbala okpefere na akwụgharị ebe niile si ị na-eme gụnụ. The reason eji wee hapụ omenala anyị ịnụ nwaanyị all those things is to always bring us back to tell us that this is who we are. No matter what you do, no matter where you go, this is who you are. You will still come back and marry as an Igbo man. You will come back and share also as an Igbo man. All those things. Why as an Igbo man? All those things are necessary places to always take you back to tell you that this is where you come from. It cannot affect any other thing to meet the world standard. It cannot affect anything. Aside other productive things I name to mash up with what is happening in the world today. All those things cannot do it. They are only there to symbolize that this is where you come from. This is who you are. This is who you are. That language, this is who you are. It cannot take you beyond this is who you are. Because I shall me go brake pad. I shall master cylinder. I shall this one steering. That is to show you that that language cannot take you beyond that your village or anywhere. You gotta go. They were deceived, but you refused to be deceived. Gulu, your ancestors were deceived, but you refused to be deceived. A happy village, Ubana Ghana. Nnenekwa Keta in Ghana. Nnenekwa Keta Umugatu Buhoba na Igbo since over how many years? Nnenekwa Keta whole business in a made that has something to do with your ancestors. I want you to tell me now go that they deceive you. What have you done physically to show that they deceive you? Have you rejected everything that has to do with Western civilization? Have you rejected everything that has to do with those people who deceived you? Have you rejected anything that has to do with those colonization like there? What exactly have you rejected and what have you accepted back from our ancestors? It is a question I have asked you and I want you to answer me that question. You keep living in self-denial. Atahomo traditional worker this Matthias or Chijin Dubai boy in there. Nyapu yikiri etundem nanda esi apu yikiri. Yara na gachala ba na puru plane say photo go see I iPhone e bal plane. E ba plane. Ka iPhone e bal plane. But those are the footprint those people left here that is still sustaining you till today. Tell me what your ancestors left them that is still capable to sustain you today. Even your Ofonubu cannot even sustain you today. Can it even sustain you today? It is because there are other varieties of food where you can supplement with this one, supplement with this one. Yes, you think you can just depend on your ancestors and your ancestors. Where will it take you? Shine and alu today to export to others, not to use. Whatever thing Obudo and alu today, they are building to export to others and not for themselves. Yes. Only can you make anything in a bed today to sustain yourself. Anything in our manufacture today, you are manufacturing it just for your consumption. You don't want to add value. Yeah? Therefore, we are rejecting their religion. Only the religion. Every day, religion. Now that see. All religion can the American nation. Religion can the China nation. Religion can the India nation. Bamonin there no Catala, Catola, Tata, or religion choir nation. Eh? Mona Nasan and mad to jobless. Why no one to jobless. Ebe no Keta. Or religion kiji with the Ghana. or the region Ojelu Ghana? I'm asking you. Or the region Ojelu Ghana? Or maka the region Kijije Ghana? Gulu Ezigbo. Nwa dike na Joe. Or the region Ojelu Ghana? Because can I put this broadcast here? We'll come back and continue later. Ebudon, you know here. Ebudon, I want to know here. The message. Are you here? Ebudon TV, are you here? I want to know here. The message. Ebudon, you know here. I'm going to do very busy. You go now. You know here. But all you know here. Then somebody, when somebody say brother, all you know here, you can indicate. All you know here, you can indicate. All you know here, brother, you can indicate. When one of our brothers not sure they join this broadcast. All you know here, you can indicate. Can you join? Why? Can you know if you know? Guru, I need the distraction ever because we don't need distraction here. All the Ebudon and that our brother not here. All na Ebudon and that because Ebudon no 299 one to make it 300 followers. Let us continue. At the end of the day, I want us to get this page to at least 500 followers for a start. You want to go? I want us to get this page at least 500 followers. We have done it again at least today. We have given close to 100 followers. Let us give more. Basil, yes, of course. Kenneth Batasha, Kamano ya add Kenneth or Adisha Kenneth Basil, I will bring you in. Because you people should keep following this Ebudon TV. Gulu, we don't need distractions here, oh. But actually, today is for serious issues. Basil, send the request or you can exit this program and come in again. Then Kenneth, send the request or they comment. A man of my a comment to Kenneth. Kenneth, send the request. Basil, exit the program again. Or you can send the request. Let us take Ebudon TV. Ashram at the end of the day, that page will do 500 followers. Already, I get close to 100 followers, but I want us to give him more than 300 followers today. And what he did up on the make here, since make you post, I make reference to people who are a blogulu. Everyone have a time baby one. Everybody are difficult but I'm them mother now. We also go they commented times 100 ever. We are here for a serious talk today. Ishi which in I bata. But say the poor bata one now then Kenneth, I don't know why it is failing to bring you in. everything ọ chọrọ ikwu na okwu channel na comment section nwere ọzọ ọ chọrọ ikwu ọbịbịa na okwu na comment section ka ọ bịara ikwu ya ọ na ife ahụ problem now. Kenneth sendegharịa ọwụ na ntra ya ọzọ ọwụ na ọwụ ka Kenneth, I'm waiting. And Basil, Okapa Michael, Marcus, thank you very much. I had that one is you. They got to go. Oh, na hache no ha no hacho hemo. Ha whatever. Epotana 21st century. Piana 21st century. Eku no mazi Igbo na agbambo. You are not producing anything. You are not producing anything. Ana alumoto na Nnewi. Ana alu pampers and diapers na Nnewi. Ana produce number 1 cable in Africa na Nnewi. Ana Joel pharmaceutical na alu ọgwụ n'Ọka. Yeah. Nwanne former Igwe ndị Sumudu nke na alu cream crackers and eva. Nwere a lot of ndị Igbo nwere manufacturing site. How many aluminium company nwere? People are producing things. Ngwa na-ekwu na onweghị ife ana one ka lugodu pure water factory. Jegodu pure water factory. Ya alụ pure water factory. Ya alụ pure water factory. Jegodu pure water factory. Ana-ekwusa ekwurekwu. Yeah. Ana-ekwusa ekwurekwu ejide ekwurekwu emegono. Obago 301 mbe put we can do better. We can do better. Obago 301 we can do better. Achon kai kwa page here by the end of today. By the end of today. Achon ke put on TV at less than 500. E wata go. Ngwade enu se ebido na electric car. E wata go. All kwana CNG gas. Moto na use CNG gas. Aluge na Nnewi. You are not happy. Tell me which way you have ever added value to Ndi Igbo. If not to come on Facebook and be talking nonsense. One which way you have ever added value to even your family, not to talk of Ndi Igbo. Do you know what it means to be producing? I don't know. Come and show me what it means to be producing. Don't tell me. Come and show me what it means to be producing. Good. Don't tell me. I don't want you to tell me. Show me what it means to be producing. Show me what it means to $1. And only you get $1 a day. So come and show me what it means to be producing. Don't tell me. If not because and you don't want to know, how else will you know that a lot of things in the China today na assembly from all the countries of the world? How else do you know? How many things China and Nigeria? Yeah? How many things other countries in Nigeria, other countries? Nigeria just here na other countries water we make something ever. It's an aya produce. Yeah? European pass. Country na European today. Different. Na Asian to a pass needed to that plane. I have wild countries. Each and every one of those passes were here. Are you not aware? Are you not aware? I have one, even Rolls Royce today. I'm going to now look into Rolls Royce. Different from country. We pass needed to that plane. I'm going to engineer to our Opoda. Never do to it. But the fact is that now. No under America or no under Russia or no under assembly even now we may play now and do what they faith. That is the level of timidity. Show me what it means to be producing. Don't tell me. Because you can't continue telling me what you cannot do. For the fact that you cannot do it, it means that the people who are doing that email, they are more progressive than you. Yes. Carry head to her. On our own, na-eti ọnụ na-eti igba eti know that people Igbo ya dey ti pam 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 Igbo ọnụ na-emere anyị pam mana ịpụkwa ịgba ịgbagwo titi ka ha na-etie ọha ịnyarị ya iwolukwa ọnụ na-akụrụ anyị egwu ịghọtago ọ bụrụ ịnyara ịgba iwolukwa ọnụ na-akụrụ anyị egwu. Kenneth, you are welcome.
Morning.
Yeah, good morning, brother.
Odogwu okeke I battle for you.
Hello, sir.
These people now, they lack so many things in their upstairs.
Yes.
So many things. They're more likely the way is one after another. You have to go. Yes. Continue on Iberiba.
Yes. Yes.
I always tell people that this Matthias may deceive Buhari people. What they deceive people, they don't know. If really that Matthias want to go back to root on Ethiopia, yeah, be so good from our language. So many people know Igbo today. Now has Igbo, now so Igbo. You got to go from there. You see, people will join him happily. You got to go. Yes. If you don't fight Christian, what will you do? What can you do? I told people that Matthias were more 15 million years to conquer Christian in Honey.
Yes.
And the more he's coming, the more Christians are advancing.
Yes.
So all these things on a very long way to go. But I know that on a those things to amass wealth for himself.
Yes.
Whether that Gongoro, whatever Gongoro on him, we need to deceive when don't deceive. People cannot listen. Christianity, the best thing in our Igbo no one since this Igbo may resist. The best thing in look at what our daddy in
the Lord. Basil, Nanya, na your this I don't know if not na the left or na the right. If we be do service mother, you click here by if we be you join because I want to make an see na your comment for Attire or you go see more ebe mesi portal. Okay, go on you sir.
So what our brother and our daddy in the Lord, you know now what no man in our Igbo land has ever done in that Igbo land. And instead of them to clap for this young man, encourage him and not fight for the area, which Oruna Ebukobi for today, none of them can be able to do what that man is doing.
Yes.
You know how many lives Ebukobi are in our home, may impact. Look at those small little girls in our back, in our hotels. This man will encourage them. And what any of them are normal. But one who has true vision in open heaven and call them out from that very life honey. They tear her up, or who don't know about very he will fund you, he will do everything humanly possible, making sure that you are okay, so that you will not go back to that life again.
Yes.
People are seeing it as no, what did they want from this young man? What did they want from what did they want? This man is a serious gift to Igbo land from God. Let's encourage this man. You know about Christianity and whatever you are today. Matthias says that they use the phone. I was listening to what you post about traditional workers yesterday. Phone is in Aka, Ndota, April now, Ndota, Mutinaya, Iriburi name a big man, Ndota. Then why are you fighting them? It's like Boko Haram people now Western education is haram. Every Jinaka West. Phone is not communicate West. You need to use West. Then why will you keep on fighting what you know that you cannot you cannot win. You cannot win the battle.
Even Matthias, gwongworo ị na-akọpụrụ ndị ọcha.
Ndị ọcha, you're fighting all these things for people. People Amahuna Matthias is making serious money from this thing. Those people now have people love themselves. They are complaining on how this man did not account to them or block beside those ones. I know people are that side. You know, people I don't know. People are just making fun of their style. Look at, I'm listening to everything you are saying this morning. Igbo Land, there is massive progress in Igbo Land. I can remember those days from let's say 78, 79, 80, but go to 90. The other go, none, every year now who will won't pay by. Got how many miles? You will one, another one, and though I don't forget how many of them. They look at today. Umuru family, as you said before, Umuru family here, but today I can remember those days to eat rice, no problem. Rice, common rice. But today, no matter also see the rice to 150,000, people can be able to buy it. And if they want to go and sell us, that's kind of people.
Yes.
When you before about cement, man, cement, 3,000. Many people do not build house. But now, somebody can build a house at the rate of 15,000 naira per bag of cement. You don't mention. You know when they are no go, and we will give you a walls. You know, this is the development we are talking about, and it's only God that can do all these things. It's contributing a lot. Let's go back, let's go. And the boy was sitting out there and okay, look at those boys now. Look at many of them in that village, in the village now. They are constituting nuisance. Angolo Igbo, Angolo Nka, Ebuhari, no respect again because of let's go back to our roots. Let's go back to our many boys how to go and better their life. No one we are outside, I'm my place now.
Yes.
I have traveled outside, not here is the smallest place I can go to be because because of work. Well, the more outside the last one I know buy. What they had in buy all bloody outside.
Yes.
Obodo, in Africa, even the whole world if they compare you buy. No matter how hard things are in Nigeria, we are still better than most of these more francophone countries.
That's your
China has so many things. So many things in their neighbor. Upon land ere ihe na buy. You convert it there, you see that this place is more higher than those things. After to buy all sort of rubbish about Christian and the buy. The thing has done very, very, very well for us. If anybody, happy about it, more 100% happy. Even the super because the super that I don't even know God here. I don't even know God here because some with a good mind to help Igbo Land to come back to what they are. My brother, I can thank you so much. You are doing a good work.
Thank you, sir.
God will keep on protecting and blessing you.
Thank you, sir.
For those that want to learn, let them learn. If they don't want to, on a Ghana, no fear, on a Ghana, nonsense. Look at the on a day there. So forget about them. Keep on preaching the good gospel. I will them to about that now. He had an about the gospel of truth. Because whatever you are saying is the truth.
Alan.
Brother, I love you so much. Keep on.
Thank you.
We are at your back. 247. 247. We are at your back.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Dalo, sir. Dalo, sir. Oga Kenneth, thank you, sir. Basil, Amazim, he sent us a request. I think now we withdraw the cutting here. We'll draw the cutting here. We'll come back another time. Kobo star malai ma. Kobo star malai madalon.